What is good? What is good? What is really, really good? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy James, aka Hollywood J Black, live in the building once again. Hold on, gotta drop down the camera real quick. Give me a second. Let's see. This one. It changes. There we go. What the hell? This is strange. What the fuck? All right, hold on. There we go. There we go. Hopefully we are live in effect. Yo, what is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy James, aka Hollywood J Black, live in the building once again. Doing it big. Live on YouTube right now. Live on my Facebook page because the sports page, Facebook hated. It is what it is. I can't control it. I can't complain. I'm just doing what it do like I'm doing it for TV. So, with that said, hope everybody is having a wonderful week. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. And for those that don't know and those that are new to this is the Ovatyme Sports Show. Normally, it's me and my man Big Sin, also known as Phil. However, he is busy doing some recording for the gaming page. Got a lot of good stuff on there. Some reviews on Final Fantasy, some reviews on a few games that came out. Actually, I think he's supposed to be doing a little put together for the State of Play that popped off. I think it was today. So you're gonna see him. You're gonna see him when you see him, right? Give me a second because on this page I can't see any of my comments. You're just gonna have to give me a minute yet. So, ooh, did it overheat? Give me a second. I guess I have to keep touching it. Huh? That's what she said. So, so let's get right to it. Let's not even BS it, man. Let's keep going. Hold on. But I gotta throw on the thing. So, here we go. So I can see the comments if anybody comments. So now that I'm back in full effect, we got to talk about a couple things. First and foremost, we got to talk about the controversy going on in the NCAA. I'm sure if all you cats have been living under a rock, let me take off my glasses. That's shine. So I'm pretty sure if you cats have been living under a rock, the NCAA, the Pac-12, and the Big 12, two of the largest conferences in NCAA, have canceled their football seasons. Now, I don't know how much that means to you as the average sports fan. However, for me, it's kind of one of those things that we basically on the verge of probably having the whole fucking thing canceled. Cause it's like, what the hell are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You got two of the largest conferences in football gone. They initially, when they had talked about this was supposed to be like everything is supposed to be interconference, no outer conference games. Everybody's supposed to be looking out for each other, respecting each other, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, Pac-12, Big 12 said, no, we good, fam. We good. We out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, oh, boy, Pac-12, Big 12. Meanwhile, the SEC in all its infinite glory have decided that they are going to continue this little soiree. So, I don't know how this is going to go. The SEC is also the largest conference in football, also the richest conference in football. It makes for some strange bedfellows, right? So I don't know how this one's going to go. This is going to be something new. This is uncharted territory with this coronavirus shit. The NFL's full steam ahead. They're taking the necessary precautions. I'm not sure, outside of the money factor, why college football would be like, oh, we can't fucking do this shit. So the word on the street is that it is a money issue, that a lot of these places, like, these stadiums. If anybody's ever been to a college football game, a lot of these stadiums fit 100,000 people. 100,000 people is a lot of revenue. Let's say if you only charge $35 to get into a game, we know that there's bigger tickets and we know that there's more. So if every ticket was $35 to get into a game and the stadium fits 100,000 people, that's $3.5 million lost at the minimum every single week, especially if you're a good team. A team like Michigan, who was in the Big Ten, they easily, their stadium fits 100K easily. Ohio State, their stadium fits 100K easily. If they keep running run this season without fans, that's millions and millions upon dollars. If, let's say, the season, the teams are at home, 6 games out of the year? That's $4 million at the minimum lost every single home game. That's $24 million. Like I said, bare minimum, because we're literally talking about, like, again, if the tickets were $35, which it's not the case. The closer you get, the more you pay. UCF game, the closer you sit, is well into the thousands of dollars ever since they got good. And so, especially like a team like Florida State, they stand to lose tens of millions of dollars because they aren't open and they can't have fans. And they probably don't know if they can support their football team. Look at all these scholarships they hand out. Look at all the side money, under the table loot that they hand out. You think about that. You put that all into perspective, and you're like, you know what? It just might go down. This might just be the problem. This is the only thing that I can think of that in the NFL, not the NFL, the NCAA football, reason why the Big 12, the Pac-12 cannot hold games. They're going to lose money, a lot of it, which makes you think they probably could just hold it at a practice stadium. But they probably can't afford that right now. Student attendance is going to be lower. A lot of people stay at home. They can't go to class. A lot of schools, physical schools, are going to be closed. And a lot of classes aren't offered online, delaying how many classes that people are having to take. And it's going to come to some point where you're just like, this shit ain't going to be worth it. This shit ain't going to be worth it for them. It really is not. It really is not. So we got to consider that there might not be a football season to come back to. There really might not. We might have to actually say that there's not going to be an NCAA football season. It's a wrap. Feel like I'm under that impression. I think maybe the only team that's going to hold one is the SEC, because the reality is, and as much as people hate it, the SEC carries the entire NCAA. Don't believe me? Who are the last 10 national champions? Because there's two. It runs with the SEC, the ACC. When's the last time a Pac-12, a Pac-10 team has won a championship? I think the Texas was the last team to win a national championship for the Big 12. Outside of that, don't forget the sports books with all the games not played. Exactly. They're losing money. And they like to pay a few players a little here and there, little Pete Rose action. Right? So all that money's gone. It's gone. It's a wrap. There ain't no more money on that air. I don't know. This is going to be wild. This is going to make for some decisions are going to have to be made. Some tough ones are going to have to be made. And I don't know how this is all going to end. Let all that money out? No. And you're right. You're right, Toby. You and Big Sin said it exactly right. I talked to Big Sin about this a while back. He was like, yeah, the sports books have been closed because can't nobody go on because shit, man, everybody's just used to watching the game and celebrating winning or getting pissed off that they're losing. So it's one of those things. Shit is tough, bro. Shit is tough. Shit is not a fucking game. And I don't know how we're going to continue. I don't know where we're going to go from this from now on, bro. Like, I wish that I could be like, yo, we're going to go this route or this modified route. But I really, honestly, dead to God think that there's not going to be an NCAA football season. If that doesn't happen, all hell's going to break loose. The books are going to be The books are barely hanging on because of the basketball and baseball. And in baseball, the St. Louis Cardinals are ruining it for everybody by spreading the fucking coronavirus. I'm pretty sure, Toby, you've heard about what happened down in Miami. The Cardinals came to play Miami, and 14 players caught coronavirus. Now the word is Yoenis Cespedes didn't walk away from the team. He was suspended from the team because he was caught partying out instead of being in the not so bubbly bubble of the Mets. So that is something to consider. I don't know. This whole coronavirus shit is a mess. Like, I can't even call it anymore. I don't even know where we're going to be at it. At some point, this has just gotten ridiculous, man. Like, super ridiculous. And it's gotten ridiculous for no reason. That's the worst part about it. None of this mess didn't even need to happen, but it did, and that's where we're at. We're in a shitty place right now, and then so many economies are devastated. So many lives have been devastated because of this corona shit, man. Like, and now the $100 million contract, maybe a thing in the past. No. Quarterback is always going to be the star of the show. So I think as far as quarterbacks, that's the $100 million contract. As long as there's a face of a franchise, I think that'll always stay. But as far as skill positions go, yeah, bro, listen. Now that the XFL is in play, okay, because The Rock now owns the XFL. For everybody that's been living under a rock, no pun intended. The Rock owns the XFL. I actually tweeted out to The Rock today to ask him about, are they going to be looking for, NCAA stars that can't play a football season? Are they going to be looking to bring them in so they can get paid? Because, the schools can't slide that money under the table to keep them there. They can't. They just can't. It just ain't going to happen. They ain't no money to give. Top that with the fact that, can't pay what you don't make. But I still think that they're going to pay a quarterback jersey sales. I don't think there's any non-quarterback that does not lead like top 10 sales. Like, I'd have to look up the jersey sales because at the very least we have those, right? But we still have TV deals. See, that's the other part about this that people don't realize is the TV deals. As long as you're willing to watch football, people are, advertisers are willing to pay for advertising spots to watch football. Bud Light, Budweiser, Coors, all these companies that advertise weekly are willing to throw a boatload of cash. Do you know, I think it was $1 billion worth of ads during Super Bowl weekend? And do you know that would be awesome if we can have a freaking Super Bowl? They're probably going to be triple charging. Dude, the NBA right now, you got to pay to virtually be in the crowd in the NBA. That's something to think about, man. I'm in the wrong business. I should have thought about virtual reality technologies and all that mess, man. I should have done that. I don't know, man. I don't know. But this no football business is rough. I don't know. I can't call it. I don't know who to blame. I gotta blame somebody. Maybe I blame China, Canada. Who knows? I'm gonna blame somebody. God damn it, shit. So the next set of news that I want to talk about now that I've ranted for 15 minutes, maybe 13 minutes. Who fucking knows? I've ranted to talk about football. We got to talk about something else that kind of drew my ire. And Toby, you're probably going to be interested in this one. Seeing as you're of Caucasian descent, sir. So the big hype in the NBA right now is Luka Donic, guard for the Dallas Mavericks, a European guy, probably one of the best players in the NBA right now. He's just been killing it. And Shannon Sharpe goes on the on his Undisputed show with Skip Bayless, drops one of the hottest takes of 2020 to me. Which is, and I quote, If Luka Doncic was black, he'd be the talk of the town. Now, I don't know about you, okay? However, what I do know is this. Real basketball fans love and respect Luka Doncic, okay? They love his game. They love his style. They love that he just comes in, plays really good fucking basketball, and leaves. He doesn't do all these flashy interviews. There's no sound bites. There's no shit talking. There's none of that mess. Luka doesn't even go there, right? He comes in, plays basketball, and leaves. If he was on the San Antonio Spurs, he'd be the perfect Greg Popovich prodigy. But the comment was said that if he was black, he would be the talk of the town. And the first thought when I heard this from Shannon Sharpe is I said, this ain't it, bro. This is not it. This is perhaps, out of all the things that we're fighting with racism, like this is reverse racism, bro. Like, and I don't mean to throw, anybody on the bus when it comes to that, but this is literally what it is. The reality of the situation is this. Luka Doncic is not praised by non-casual NBA fans, not because of the color of his skin. Because the reality is that there was a white guy, one of the flashiest NBA players that ever graced the floor. He's also an NBA champion. Jason Williams, also known as J. Will. Anybody that watches basketball, you tell them about J. Will and you show them, they'd say that dude is one of the dopest white boys in the world. Okay? Because he could do with the basketball what Magic Johnson could do with the basketball. He wasn't a good inside scorer like Magic was. He didn't dominate his opponents like Magic did because he was 6'9" playing point guard. However, what he lacked in size, he made up for it in intelligence and ball flashiness. This dude was doing James Harden dribble moves, and instead of going to score, he'd pass it. Exactly, Toby. He lets the game talk for himself. Oh, no. Hold on. I got to figure out this camera situation. This shit's going to go wild. I don't know. I think I got to change something in the settings. Probably set this bitch to like 30 on the timeout. Sorry. So, Luka Doncic is, again, his game is not flashy. His game, he doesn't dunk like Vince Carter. He doesn't overall flash like Michael Jordan. He's not a dead eye like he doesn't do Kobe shit. He doesn't even have a really good three ball. The reality though is that when it comes down to it, Luka Doncic at the top of the key with multiple options is the most dangerous basketball player in the NBA right now. He's not like super strong. He's not super streaky, but he's deceptively quick. And when I say deceptively quick, I mean like just imagine a guy like me, my size, able to move around the basketball court like Kobe Bryant. That's deceptively quick. It doesn't even look the part either, but he's legitimately one of the best NBA players that's out there. And just like Toby said, you let the game speak for itself. He doesn't go out and talk no trash. He doesn't do no sound bites. He comes in, plays basketball, leaves. Comes in, plays basketball, leaves. Comes in, play basketball, leaves. And that's what he does. So for Shannon Sharpe to make the comment that, that is his color of his skin that prevents him from being in the upper echelon of people who talk in the NBA is probably one of the most idiotic statements and borderline racist statements that I've ever heard. The reality of the situation is that he's not over the top and flashy like the people that you're discussing in amongst the greatness. Kobe used to go in and talk shit about people, but he'd back it up on the court. Vince Carter, he dunked the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? And do his thing and then do the top, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, sounds like MJ of old, fundamentally sound. Like I say, he doesn't have to dunk. He's not going to dunk on you and slam on you like that. But it's extremely fundamentally sound. If you could give Magic Johnson's court awareness, MJ's athleticism, and Larry Bird's, mid-range jumper, you'd have Luka. and then mix it in with a little bit of Dirk's nonchalant, not shit talking ways, and maybe a little bit of Tim Duncan's work ethic, and you have him. You have Luka Doncic, and like I said, I'm just upset because I'm like, why are we bringing race into this? Is something that we don't need to bring race into. Okay, basketball is supposed to be bringing us together, Shannon, and not like pulling us apart. He's just not that flashy of a player, but it doesn't need to be. That's the best. That's what I love about Luka the most. He's not like everybody else. He's what every basketball player should strive to be. He is what when people decide they want to be football players or basketball players, you get the fundamentals down first. You get the footwork. You get the shot. You do everything that you're supposed to do first to get all that right before you then start talking shit and start doing dunks and flashy passes and all that. Luka Doncic is the most fundamentally sound basketball player in the NBA point playing period. Yeah. Oh, no, see, MJ though. No, MJ in the beginning used to not talk trash. MJ, once he got to the second championship, you watched that Last Dance, Toby. He was a killer. He took everything personally. Which is why I can't wait to hear what a Luka biography would be like in 20 years. Maybe he takes everything personally. Who fucking knows, right? But man, so that one is on my list. I got some in my eye because I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe somebody slapped me in my face. I don't fucking know. Reality of the situation is that I love Luka. Shannon, need to calm your ass down, dude. Like this ain't it, bro. Like that statement about, if he was black, this ain't it. None of that reverse racism BS. Dead that shit, dude. Got dead all that. That's not gonna work. We don't like that here. That's not how this goes, sir. Okay, it's not how this goes. Finally, we did the NFL opt-outs. Not too many big names. Not too many. Is this your finger? Yeah, probably my finger. I got to get the finger out my face because I don't know. But the NFL opt-outs, we're still with a few light names, nothing major, which means it's business as usual. The XFL right now, still the Rock still owns the XFL. They approved the sale, so that's straight. Major League Baseball needs to get their shit together. They need to fix this coronavirus shit, so that's straight. NHL playoffs start soon. I think they already started. I gotta look into that. I think Vegas is out there kicking ass though. So shout out to VGK every day, all day. And then that's about it. That is literally it for now. I'm gonna go live probably back on Friday once the Simple Black Sports page is back up and running. I just want to come on my page, hop on the YouTube, say hi, get the show recorded for the podcast. We got a little bit to go. We got the NFL show we still got to do. There's still some things I'm working on as well, so stay tuned for that. I just also had to test out this camera. So we got to make some system adjustments, some little bit of here, a little bit of tweaks, you know what I'm saying? But I think we're going to be okay. So till next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Hollywood J. Black signing off. Until then, we are out this bitch. Deuces.